my life. I'm so grateful now. Life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice abu on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud. No complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. Lately I've been grinding, I'm doing too much. Bali me fika, life in me jeep, I'm in the air too much. I'm buying freedom from my family, don't see them enough. You know I never fumble the bag, I've been through too much. Kwacha legacy, a royalty. Kujulikana toka mtani hadi overseas. Toe to toe, know I'm the greatest, speaking truthfully. Nani komboka, so you never catch me on my knees. And lately I've been praying, in songs I'm singing. Constellations of the stars say I'm the greatest. Taking it higher through the wire, glad we made it. You could be tired, but you never walk alone. Lately I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice abu on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. I'm so grateful now. Life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice abu on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud. No complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. Lately I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice abu on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice abu on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Pawa Radio. Jack on the beat.
They say on drugs, I say on me. They say it's sad, I say it's funny. You in some crap, don't you dare call me, cause I know that I can get you out this shit. I know it's weird that I'm quite honest, but if I don't, then who's gonna know? When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me, yeah. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that I just cannot resist. Someone's on me, ooh, someone's on me. Once you begin, but there's no ending. Oh boy, it's like divine calling. And you don't know if you're up or falling out at the end of the tunnel. Well, not here. The end is near, I feel it coming. This is between you and I only. When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, someone's drug and you rub me. And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me. And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Do we say happy Wednesday? Happy hump day. What? It is Wednesday. Wiki imepiga kona. The same way April ishagonga kona. Mwezi imesha tu hivyo, just like that. My name is Muthoni Gitau and this is She Talks and you're listening to Power Radio. In case umejipata pa by mistake, you're like, huko ni wapi? You're listening to Power Radio. We stream live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This particular show airs from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you're going to spend the next 2 hours hanging out with me. We've got some vibes coming. I want to carry you through the week. Najua saizi you're already dreaming of Friday. I'm going to ease that for you. Najua umeanza kuangalia uko like, hey, masaa hayaishi, surely. Don't worry. Today we'll ease the day for you pole pole. We'll start setting the pace for you. Ndo by the time Friday inagonga ndipo. Tumeanza show leo na Nyashinsky, Time of My Life, or Kinyajui, if you know, you know. And then after that, we listened to Bridget Blue with Drug. And mechankwambia, the Nairobi babes are really doing the thing. Yani, yeah, I feel like every other day I'm listening to a new artist who's based in Nairobi, who's female. And I'm just like, how is it that this is the first time I'm listening to this particular person? There's it's a group, I guess. I'm going to introduce them to you on Friday because I want to do them some justice. Wanaitwa We Are Nubia. It's 2 chicks and when I tell you it is glorious. Friday, tupatane hapo. But for today, Nico, excited for the show we have ahead of us. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Power Radio. That is PAWA Radio. Tuko kwenye internet. Tuko internet, that's a lie. Tuko kwenye Facebook. Nikuwa kusema the mitandao. Tuko kwenye platforms kama Facebook. Actually, Facebook, you can find us under Power 254. But we are on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And pia mimi kama unataka kunitafuta na uko ndani, I am Muthoni Gitau is my handle. You can check me out. We can vibe it out. The hashtag for the show is She Talks on Power Radio. Tusikize Adabu by Della and Hat the Band. Alafu ukisikiza your part, hapo unaongeza your own thing inasema respectfully. Okay?
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Woman, you make me feel like 1,000 shillings. It's your coins but naughty. Me, you, minus tie, shut in a coty. Heaven, floating, hoping I may make you feel like a lady. Oh, yeah.
Wanipagawisha
me talk to you for a minute, cause lately I seem not to be okay. Wanifanya na kwa za kishenzi, wanifanya na isini kama naoga na maji vugu vugu. Yani ngumisete ngagwata ukuta. Hey, kizunguzungu. It's been a long, long time since I felt this way, and I've been longing and waiting to see your face. Songe ya karibu niruhusu nikubusu, sauti yako mpenzi nataka kusikia daily. Baby, you light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Baby, you light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Penzi langu tamu kama madafu, nipe hilo penzi la ajabu. Usikawie, usikawie, usikawie bila sababu. Songa karibu yangu mami, usinipimie, usinipimie. Wewe ni mubaya, mafuta moto kwa karaya. Nitaimba bila haya, iwe ni pasta mini kwa ni. Baby, you light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Penzi langu tamu kama madafu, nipe hilo penzi la ajabu. Usikawie, usikawie, usikawie bila sababu. Songa karibu yangu mami, usinipimie, usinipimie.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That was Della teaming up with Hat the Band. Fun facts. I was actually Hat the Band's like first manager. I'll tell you that story another day. See Leo. Your story and Leo. Shout out to King Mali watching us live on YouTube. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Amesema mapema kibeste. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and watching us live. Wacha, let's get into the threads. Kwa sababu kama kawaida, Kenyans and shenanigans, hatutaikosa hapo. I feel like, if countries had middle names, venye mtu akwanga jina yangu ya kwanza ni, alafu jina yako ya katikati, alafu jina yako ya mzazi. Sasa Kenya, if we had a middle name, it would be shenanigans. The first lady... The first lady alimeka some matamshis yenye hata mimi niko like by this as zingine before tuseme vitu tujite kama mkutano kwanza tafadhali please as in hata unajua kuna vitu zingine uko like hiyo sema tu tukiwa sisi peke yetu sinde kuambia watu uko nje, but how would you talk in front of all these journalists from everywhere alafu anaanza kusema ati the reason Uganda is very fertile and it has been raining is because of the East African revival that swept Uganda. Ati, let me tell you, revival has come to Kenya. In days to come, these rains you are seeing will not come to an end. And in days to come, we shall not be using fertilizer. Sasa, mimi niko na maswali mingi tena sana hapa. Ya kwanza ni, tulienda wote shule? Tunajua how farming works. Tuanzie tu hapo, please. Tuliingia class, sisi wote. Secondary. Ni wa Uganda walikuambia hivyo. Who told you this? Where are you getting your information? Because unajua kuna vitu tunaoperating, sometimes you're operating on assumptions, ama you're operating on what you hope would be the case. Alafu tu, to say tuko point number 3. What is this? What in the gaslighting? Unajua by the way tumekuwa tukienda therapy. Siku hizi tunajua terms. Therapy is no longer just for the elites. Even sisi ma-therapists paka natuongelesha Twitter. We know the terms. Why are you gaslighting us? Why, like in all honesty, you're trying to sort of make a mockery of the story that was done about the fertilizer. That's what you're doing. I know as Kenyans, najua, our coping mechanism ni laughter. I know. We make jokes. Inatufanya to feel poor kidogo about ourselves. But we should never ignore the real factors. issue ni bado kulikuwa na fertilizer fake. So gaslighting ya kwanza haikuwork, mkatuambia ni soil conditioner. Tukaambia ai, kwani imekuwa nywele? Mkasema okay, hawakuba hiyo. Mkakuja mkatudanganya, mkasema nyinyi mnajua kusniff if fertilizer is genuine or not. Mkaenda mkanusanusa, mkacreate content, mkapost TikTok. Juu siku hizi sasa nyinyi ma content creator. Wakenya walikuwa like ai bana, guys what's happening? Sasa imekuwa ni revival, ati hatuna revival. We don't have enough revival. I like, you know, the problem is when we do such things, we are minimizing the impact of those problems. The impact of fake fertilizer in our market ina impact food security. Watu wamekuwa wakilima, even these rains they'll come, they won't help us because without the right ingredients we wouldn't get the amount of yields that would support us. So hata tunajua nyinyi mabilionea, mshatuambia tunajua. Sisi si mabilionea by the way. Sisi lazima tuingie kwa shamba, tuchukue hiyo mahindi ndo tukule. You, whether shamba iko hapo ama haiko, you have food on your table. So one, stop gaslighting us. And two, we're not boarding. Mlituletea pasta hapa, mkamlipa. Mbona, mi by the way, kuna kitu tu moja wa, siku moja mni-explainie. This one you can come for me. The people who come for people. Come. Mniambie tu, mbona, when it comes to issues that are facing citizens, we are told to pray. We are told we don't have enough faith. We are told we are not reviving well enough, like Ugandans and their non-fertilized lands. But ikifika ni things that you guys require, you need actual money. Mbona hamkulipa Benihin na Revival? Mlimpatia pesa. Izo nyumba mnataka kujenga, simzijenge na Revival. Mbona mnataka do? So why is it that when it's the people's problems, we're like, yeah, just pray, guys, just pray. You're not praying hard enough. But when it comes to problems that you guys are like facing, you're like, no, we need more taxes. Please give us more money. Please, even us, we want more money. By the way, to test. Okay, sijui tutafanya nini, but to test. Wakenya wamechoka, and you can only get away with this for so long. Surely. I'm sure hii ni zile nye, if truthfully there's a God seated somewhere, hata anaangalia sema, ai guys, tuko sure kweli. Let's listen to Power Cable by Brandy Minor and Okello Max.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Set the operation nice and fitty. Roll one up, yeah. Things it can get tricky. Napenda kumedi na mziki. Kama ni mapenzi then baby, ulinifanyia nini? Cause I really wanna get time to get to know ya. Like any time flies, Ntaku treat like I'm supposed to. If you just let me show ya. Ntakupa rest on my chest and my shoulders. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight. Loving him since then. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight. Loving him since then.
Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Look at the stars, shining so bright to get your attention. But we're so in love, so magical. I'll never love again. Believe it's planning a future now. And when we make love, you taking all the pain away. Otina timranade, universal love me ani chango atonde nate. Pokna yudo machalo kodi ale moni ani bende. Abide Luanda ni Luanda migeno. Okana go pain, okana podi. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. I must have fun my think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since 10. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh my Abebo, Abebo. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh my Abebo.
Was so scared to fall in love again, but your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. When you're my everything. When you're my everything. When you're my everything. Oh, was so scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Ah. Baby, I'm not so bad. Nimeonja kitu leo, nimekuwa nikingoja. I've been waiting for you. When are you coming over? I want to see your face before the night is over. Kucha tuwashe kamoja. Kawaida, I don't talk too much, but I'm drunk and lately you've been on my mind all night. Baby, I can't wait for when I'll make you mine. Chukungoja nimengoja, nataka tuwe pamoja. Na kila kitu nekuambia, I mean every word I'll say juu nekunyobia. And I can hardly see what I'm typing. I might regret this in the morning, but I know my and all the things you do. Zile vitu nanifanyiaga, nimechizi baby minifala. Don't write love songs for you, got me head over heels for you. Want you close to me, and I can show you what I mean. Oh, it's been a long time, and this feels right. You're my sunshine. Kawaida, I don't talk too much, but I'm drunk and lately you've been on my mind all night. Baby, I can't wait for when I'll make you mine. Chukungoja nimengoja, nataka tuwe pamoja. Na kila kitu nekuambia, I mean every word I'll say juu nekunyobia. And I can hardly see what I'm typing. I might regret this in the morning, but I know the things you do. I have had one too many, might regret this in the morning. I have had one too many, so I'ma let my guard down. Yeah, I have had one too many, might regret this in the morning. I have had one too many, so I'ma
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Hapo tumesikiza power cable. Nimesema watu watumie mtu ambaye unajaribu kuona. If you are trying to see someone, fanya tu, unajua ile tu natumanga funasema, oops, sorry, not for you. Fanya hivyo. Send power cable. Brandy Minor and Okelo Max. And then after that, we're listening to Drunk Text by Wamoyo, which is what we are hoping we will be doing on Friday night. Until then, let's get into the papers. Kuna story nimeona hapa hivi in the Daily Nation. This is the Daily Nation, yes. And it's a story about a woman who fell outside a pizza joint outlet and she lost an appeal for more cash. And I was just like, this story is giving those people who jump on top of a Range Rover, ukivuka barabara, you know, like you jump and then you're like, oh my God, the man is my neck. That's the vibe. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this story. So apparently there's a woman who fell outside a Domino's and then they went to court and then they were actually given a cash reward for falling. I don't know. Which other pizza joint can I go and fall outside of? Inaonekana ama tuende hapo nje like I don't know akina KFC or something. Like one of these joints. Kwanza the foreign ones. Hizi za kukuja. Zinaonekana hapo ndio kakiru kako. So apparently she fell and then she went and appealed and asked for more money and then the court was like, kata wewe. Tulisha kupatia pesa the first time. Tena ingine. So yeah, that's in the Daily Nation on page 10. Quite interesting. I was like, that's fascinating. When I read that story, honestly, I just thought of those people who jump on top of cars and then they go like, you hit me. Oh my God, you hit me. And then now the other story that I saw is about Drama Fest, which is actually quite interesting. So there's a girls' school that's dominating. It's called something, Muthoni. And they're doing very well in the drama festival. I'm going to talk some shenanigans, but I don't want to reduce what these women are doing into shenanigans. It's not shenanigans. They're called Muthoni girls, Muthoni High School. And it's not like a big school. It's not hizo zenye. Unajua wenye wanakutanga wakishinda kitambia nilienda Alliance. It's not one of those. And so it's apparently they're expected to go perform for the president. And when I saw that, I was just like, hiki tu bado happen. On this other side, unajua si tukiwa high school mko like, tukishinda, tutaenda. Tuliwahi shinda hata regionals. Usiniulize hiyo swali. Okay? Kuna maswali zingine but they don't ask people. Come on, like, you're not going to like the answer. The answer will be like, sisi tuko nenda drama fest for the Fanta Orange and them Mkate. Okay? We were not going to win. We were not trying to win. Kuna mwenye amesema and the boys. Mimi hapo kwa boys mi sijui. Mimi, by the way, I know nothing about boys. Nilianza hiki tu mapema, sijaanza juzi. So, it was exciting. The thought of going to perform at State House was exciting. But now, like, on this other end, Nico, like, okay. And then, tuna perform State House. Sisi hatuku perform. Maybe I don't know the allure. Maybe nijua tu kuendanga State House, by the way. Maybe hapo ndo shida iko. When you walienda State House, wanaweza kuwa kweli wanajua what was happening in the State House of things. Sisi koza tu kwa hii enda kuperform State House. Maybe I don't understand the thing. But me, I was just like, I was looking at this like, we still do this. Okay, good to know. But anyway, congratulations to Muthoni High School for mmepatia kina Moi girls and the Buruburu girls around for their, in this case, their drama. It's not for the money. I'm not pesa. I'm high school. That's it from the papers. There's a story here though, before we wrap it up. This is on international stories, but basically it's just down south hapa. See down south here, kule kwenye tulisema hatutaenda kuvisit because of all the animals they have. Down south yetu. In Zimbabwe, there's a woman who booed the first lady and then she ended up getting arrested. Mi naona tusifike hapo tafadhali juu nitakuwa wa kwanza kukujiwa. Venye nishaanza kuambia watu stories za revival. Nitakuwa nimeanziwa. They will start with us. But apparently those women, there were a bunch of women who booed the first lady. They got arrested, but they've been released. So we're grateful that we can boo in peace. So yeah, keep booing people who are in power and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Keep doing it. If it's the only thing we can do, then we will do it. That's it from the papers. Yes, let's listen to Rain Machine by Wanjawa Horror.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
time is just the same. Brushing our teeth, falling asleep to our rain machine. It's called silly bedtime, our childish games. Amber light fades, drifting away, but I can't follow to where you're going now. 'Cause I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just want to follow you into your dreams while you're in my arms. Every morning is just the same. Brushing our teeth, you then it's me and our rain machine. Last night I adventured to places unknown. Where did you go? Was it with me? I'm so clingy and kind of curious. 'Cause I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just want to follow you into your dreams, so we're not apart. I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I'll just hold you, keep you safe and at peace with my arms and my rain machine. And my rain machine. Up it up I do, my body roof. I spit the spatter, we're sleeping through. Up it up I do, my body roof. Up it up I do, just me and you. Up it up I do, my body roof. Up it up I do, we're sleeping through. Up it up I do, my body roof.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Tender hands, tender hands. Why won't you let go? Of your tender heart, tender heart. Maybe you'll grow, you know. Count to 3. Take a step. Count to 3. Take a a smile. He's pretty wild, but sometimes I get unsure why his heart feels cold. Her tender lies, ooh, her tender lies, they burn off his skin, his fire. I see him think of her sometime. Still he counts 2, 3. He takes a step. Oh, it's a love unplanned. Oh, I try to breathe. Try to breathe. Oh, it's a blind romance, but I still take his hand. His tender hands are in God's tender hands. Maybe if I let go, then I'll grow.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Tender by Njoki Karu. Nakwambia leo niko kwa lava girl era. Leo the baby girl in me is like feeling things. It's not intentional. Ni juu kunanyesha. Na nilinyeshewa jana. By then nilinyeshewa jana. Yo, let me tell you. Jana, ushai kaa nyuma ya boda. Iko na mavuli. But your legs are like umehag mtu wa boda all you can. Afu mbaba amevaa helmet hivi juu, ameitoa imefunua kichwa. So amevaa helmet kaa kofia instead of venye helmet inavaliwa. So mkiruka kwa bump inakugonga forehead kuduf. Na you're being rained on at the same time. Alafu hauko umevaa nguo nzito. Hauko umevaa nguo nzito. Hauko tu hapo uko like unajua ile unatetemeka mpaka meno ziko like. That was me jana. And I felt so bad. Nilifika kwa nyumba nikakimbia tu kwa shower. Pap, mbio. Nilisimama hapo maji moto inichome kwanza. Niko like, raise the body temperature. Raise the body temperature. Hapo ndo nilikuwa jana. Leo, jana the worst part is I enjoyed the sun in the morning. So I felt like, ilikuwa, the weather was like, balance guys, balance. I enjoyed the sun and then I was like, cool, rain time. Mi by then nakuanga na issues kukinyesha mchana. Like si unyeshe usiku nikiwa nimelala by the way. Like, you know how soothing that is. I just like, me, when I'm in the house and it starts raining and it's at night, immediately my body is like, ooh, let's go sleep. Hata kani saa 8 ndakuwa like, you know what? This looks like a good time to nap. Because the rain and sleep go hand in hand. They are one and the other. Together. Lakini niko huko hata sijafika nyumbani. Paragasha. Kila mahali. I felt so bad. I felt nilifika tu kasema, I love you but hata hizi mimea na fertilizer ya revival. Hatusaidiani bana. We are not helping each other. It was very terrible. I'm not saying the rain should stop. I'm just saying rain at appropriate times. Appropriate for me. Me, I don't care about other people. Nyi kama mtaka kunyeshweni. Mimi ngoja nifike nyumbani tafadhali. Thank you very much. That is all I'm asking. Is that too much to ask for? Surely. Mninyime mutu. Mninyeshe. Uzuri kulikuwa na stima. The worst thing that could have happened would have been niende nifike. Unafungua mlango alafu Kenya Power. Kwa like, you're home now. Acha tufanye ile kitu. Bedhe kumenyesha, acha tuanue stima. That would have been, now, hiyo ndo ningesema, by the way, inaonekana the universe is out to get me and I am not here for it. But you know what, it's fine. The best you can do is stay warm. If you're at home, make uji because why not? Jana nilikuwa na kunywa dawa. I am trying to avoid homa in all ways possible. Sasa nikiona tu like the smallest sign nikifanya tu uko like, where's the ginger? Immediate. Mimi kaa kuna kitu staki homa. Nikipatana na mtu nisikia kona the sniffles. Unajua venye unakanga karibu na mtu anze I am running away. I am running away because I am not trying to get sick. Mimi saizi by the way nimeamua the next time I get home I'm going to get man flu. But sasa shida tena sina mtu. There's no winning. Man flu would only work if you have a person because now you can like you're taken care of, you know? But when it's just you, unajua kuna kitu mbaya kaa kukuwa single, unaishi peke yako. Hata ukuwe mgonjwa aje. You still have to wake up, take yourself to the hospital. Hakuna mtu akupeleka. You take yourself. Do you know how I think you realize how single you are when you actually have to take yourself to the hospital? Because unajua mnaendanga unaona watu kuna mtu anashughulikia mtu, you know? Ati watu wameletana so mtu anaenda anauliza ati unaambia just wait here. Afa anaenda anauliza daktari where do we pay? Anaenda analipa. Okay, kwanza pia saizi kuna doctor strike so there's layers to these things by the way. You see someone going and remember no you just wait there. I need to get the receipt and then I come get you and then we go this way. So kaa ni wewe uende ati tunalipia consultation wapi hapa ulipe. Umalize hiyo laini urudi ukuje ukae chini ungoje daktari ufanyiwe consultation daktari aseme tunakutuma lab enda kwanza ulipie uende ulipe after umelipa uende lab ukae hapo ungoje utolewe damu ama whatever it is alafu bado uende utakaa hapo ungoje. Unajua like huyu ananga anakaa kuna mtu amekaa hapo anangojea results ati how long will it take? 30 minutes. Okay. Anakaa hapo akingoja. Wewe hakuna waku okay. Ni ukae hapo regardless of how terrible you feel. You sit through that. Alafu after all that you still have to take yourself home. Alafu daktari ndio wale akikupea dawa ameanza kusema make sure you have at least a meal before each of these tablets. Make sure you do what before what. Uko tu naangalia umbaba tu uko like we. Ukajua naenda tu kulala. Ukajua tu sometimes jana nilikuwa naambia mtu mimi am those ones for naulizanga kaa kuna option ya sindano. Kwa sababu if you trust me with this medication the slightest sign of I'm starting to get better. Hata si ati nimeshafika 50%. Nikianza tu kuona kuna ka difference, dawa zinakuanga tu abandoned. Naanzanga tu kwa like, mimi nitaspendi kumezezima vitu. I just move on with life. Alafu kidogo sijui 2-3 weeks later, you're back in the hospital. Alafu they prescribe the same exact medication. Kwa nini haukumaliza dose? Sasa, nini tunafanya? Tunafaa kujipenda. I think moral of the story, tujipende. But if you're out there, keep safe. If you're single, keep safer. Keep safer. If there's no one to take care of you, anyway, so back to the man flu. I've decided I don't want it anymore because I'd actually have to take care of myself. I need to have soup. I have to be the one to make the soup. It's big nonsense. Big nonsense. Wacha tusikize. There's this cover that was done by Fee. If you've heard the song Manzi wa Maana by Henry Mutuko, Fee did a cover that she just released. So let's jump to that kidogo, and then we'll be right back.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
This is Hendrix Sam.
Hekima mdomoni mwake na uzuri wake wasambaza kote. Heshima kwake ni msingi, akiipeana apewa kwa wingi. Kusu wivu na wivu jamaa yake mwendo wake. Kusu wivu na wivu jamaa yake. tushike sote. Henry Mutuku ulinifunza maziwa.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
It's your girl, SDL. You know how we do. We make it sticky like glue. Michelle, sing it. Oh.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back.
Yo, I'm on my way back home. Already packed my bags, can't wait to get home. Clear everything else away. Don't wanna do nothing else but walk my way. I'm going back to Kenya, back to the fine weather, back to grandma. Ain't nothing else I'd rather sit on the porch and drink grandma's porridge. Talk to my elder, listen while I speak knowledge. Next morning, be on my way to Nairobi. Do another song, bait, now they all know me. And magazines can write all kinds of bullshit, but let me tell you this, SDL will always do this. Lift your hands, swing them around like $1,000,000. Make sure everybody here know what's up. It's been a while now, finally I'm coming home. With the perfect beat, go ahead and shake it off.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it
I've
back.
been around, seen a few things, learned a couple new things, been through good and bad things, learned about how things go. When you got a big dream, can't let go. I'm holding with a good grip. I rap to get close to everything I'm chasing. Do all there is, history in the making. Some call it good work, some call it time wasting. Some wish me good luck, but some will love to see me fade. But on my way back home, I don't wanna stress. I just wanna lay down, watch the sunset. Hang around with my cousins, we be chilling, man. Turn the volume up on this, we be cruising, man. SDL, baby, knew this time would come, that I would take this back to where I'm from. Throw your fist in the air if you feel this. People here show love, 'cause this the place.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. Unahisi ngoma
From
vido,
the shacks to the city, let me see you if you really with it.
unahisi ngoma
No
vido,
matter young or grown, get your groove on, go and get with it.
unahisi ngoma vido,
Saint J, unahisi ngoma vinoma.
unahisi ngoma vido.
Yo, I give you who I am, applaud to this one, thank you.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back.
It's your girl, it's the L. You all rolling. And you go, Michelle.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka.
Hey, that was Stella Mwangi. We used to call her STL. And then she was like, guys, I'm going back to my full names. So nowadays, tunamwita Stella Mwangi with Take It Back. She was joined by Michelle on that track. So I remember the first time I watched the video for that track and I was just like, anafanyaje sauti zote? I was a child, please. Sikuwa na understand. Mtu anaweza kuwa kwa wimbo na asikue kwa video. It was not computing, okay? So I remember thinking, how can she do that with her voice? Hey, wow, that's amazing. Ana rap na bado ako na. And then I realized, no. Huyu Michelle na yeye ako wapi? Kwani ni twins? And then when I realized, oh, no, she just wasn't on the video. But I've loved that song from the first time I had it. And I was like, Stella, kwanza ni uko kwetu Shago. Tumetoka the same gishagi. Dope people from Moragua. Hey, ask those. Tumetoka far. Those two songs were our dedication to all the babes in Carnairo who are doing the thing. If you're showing up to work, you're doing your thing. Wewe ni boss babe. Wewe ni corporate babe. Wewe ni freelancer. Content creator. Wewe ni intern. Wewe ni Gen Z ejalishi. As long as you're doing the thing, as long as you're showing up and, showing up. And also keeping yourself alive. That is apparently important. If you're doing that as well, for showing up for yourself. Those two songs for you. Weni manzi wa maana, tena sana. Okay? We are about to wrap up the first hour of the show. So in case you're wondering, tuna discuss nini later on today, wachani kwabie. In the second half of the show, we'll be talking about African feminism and bodily autonomy. Okay? So tunaongea, nakwabia, atukosangi topics za sai. That's what we'll be talking about in the second half of the show. So if you're curious and you're wondering, hey, sasa, ama hata hujasikia hizo vitu before and you're like, oh, what does this mean? Make sure to, continue listening to this show. Our show airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you're in the mood to hang out with me, with my cool vibes, for at least 2 hours, 3 times a week, mimi bedena nauza sera, do it. Do the thing. We always go live on Pawa Radio, which you can stream from Pawa 254, the website /Pawa Radio. So that's power254.org/Pawa Radio. You can also stream us on YouTube at Pawa 254 if you want to see how gorgeous we look in studio, because we always bring the vibes. We're always giving. Sometimes the given might be different, but we're always giving something. Okay? It's of importance. The goften. So yeah, to wrap us up for this the first half hour of the show. The first half hour. You know when you say that, it sounds like it's the first half hour. No, it's the first half and then hour. It was the first half was 1 hour. The second half is another hour. In a sound ni kama nasema the first 30 minutes of the show. No. We still have another hour to go. You can do that. You can continue listening to us. We can continue with our vibes. We're getting ready for the weekend. So, of course, kama kawa leo ni Wednesday. So, I'll be seeing you on the other side of... Na assume me shout OnlyFans. Yes. See you on the other side.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up. Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Come to shut the door now, baby. Come, let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now. You should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby. Come, let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Missing you on a daily. Sometimes it got me crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't know what got me crazy. Feel like I'm going crazy. Feel the pressure, I tell you, come through, baby, come to. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come to. Shut the door now, baby, come, let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come, let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Like it when you go down on me, baby, you got me crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Feel like you got me crazy, think of you on a daily, yeah, 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 yeah. Feel the pressure, I tell you, come through, baby, come to. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come to. Shut the door now, baby, come, let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come, let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Hello, niggas blowing up my phone. Usini hala kama huna phone. Mnani choke, mnani kabako. Hello, nyiribetinde wa you dogi mawadwaro. Werigi jogi gidwa promises of life. Werigi jogi do machinji ya online. Vijana wa Nairobi msinilete ufala. Ndio maana mi huishingi hatungepatana. Ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. Only fans, penye mefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah, only fans. Penye mefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. Aki bien, you are so bomb. Wakituma fea twakuja kwako. Oh yo, steady grinding all night long. Na sikuji kasi form ya door. Itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya. Na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeretire. Mise only fans walimefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Walimefika nafanyia only fans. Only fans, yeah, only fans. Walimefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Walimefika mutambua only fans. Only fans, yeah.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Unajua ukishasikia hiyo ngoma, I'm about to complain about the state of the economy, but today nitasema revival. What we need is more revival. The first lady has spoken. So instead of me complaining that I might have to start an OnlyFans page, maybe what I need in my life is just like a bit more revival. And like maybe 17 million to pay Benny Hinn to like come and do the reviving. Come see, come some, like scratch my back, I scratch yours. And then maybe after the revival and the 17 million has been spent, maybe at that point, I will not need to start an OnlyFans. That was the only Rosa featuring BN with OnlyFans. And before that, you were listening to Tabby with Come To. And before that, you were listening to Niambie, Wendy K and Njerai. Sasa tumeingia kwenye, I wanted to say msuko, and then I was like, does that work? Does that work? And the answer to that question is no, it does not. It does not work. The second half of the show, we pick a topic and we have a conversation about it. And today the topic is, we're discussing African feminism and the fight for bodily autonomy. When we hear feminism, najua kuna tutu masikio inafungika. Hamtakangi kusikia tuna exist. Tuko! Sisi ndo tuko! Sisi ndo tuko. I think there's someone who said everyone should be a feminist. I think it's Chimamanda. She believes that everyone should be a feminist. I agree. And then there's another person I met and she said she doesn't believe men can be feminists. And I was like, tell me more. So feminism is a very interesting topic of conversation. It's a very broad topic. And then the reason I have specifically said African feminism, it's because I think also feminism moves and changes from region to region. And the shape, the face, and the way the struggle is carried also changes from region to region. And that is the reason why I'm like, African feminism versus the global outlook on feminism might be very different. White feminism, definitely very different. And I've even seen like now there's a rise on TikTok of anti-feminist, women who are anti-feminist. It's quite hilarious. And the thing that makes it so hilarious is the reasons they state for being anti-feminist were actually achieved because of feminism. So, feminism for the win. We are in there even when you don't want us. But in truth, feminism has like so many faces. There's so many aspects that you have to consider. So we're going to talk a bit about that, and then we'll see where the intersection of feminism, African feminism specifically, and bodily autonomy come to play. Because also, bodily autonomy has there's some other structures that we have to consider as Africans that other people in the rest of the world might not have to consider, because those are practices that are not in their cultures and such. So, najua nimekwambia mambo mengi hapo, don't worry. We're going to talk about it aste, pole pole. For now, let's listen to Energy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka. Manake mimi sitaamini nyota. Mungu pekee ndio mimi nitaogopa. unameremeta, form yangu ni kutesa, usikol kama si pesa, bade najipeleka, inaselela dombola, mandem and lose composure. We catch a flies, not feelings. Leo tuna dance for ceiling. Don't waste my time. Don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe. Don't miss my energy. Let's say goodbye. Just fly around with me. Let's spend some time. Just spend some time with me. Feeling important. Feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier. Feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older. I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over. I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized. I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy. All I can do is try. Don't waste my time. Don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe. Don't miss my energy. Let's say goodbye. Just fly around with me. Let's spend some time. Just spend some time with me. Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type. Some people not the vibe. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
So, as we're getting into this conversation, I thought we can start by defining some terms. Ndio tukue on the same page. We were in studio with two amazing women, and we were discussing feminism and what feminism means. And one of the things that I think is important is to know that feminism, like we said, it has different faces, different meanings, changes from person to person. But the core value of it, or the core message, is women are human beings. That's the one thing we can agree that feminism is about. It's like when you see a woman, you're not seeing someone who's less than. You are not seeing someone who needs to be subjugated. You are not seeing someone who needs to be enslaved or should be enslaved. Yes, you are seeing a human being. And that is where we're starting that conversation. For me, my definition of feminism is that we are fighting to be seen as human beings. That's it. The fight is we want equal rights. The rights, the things you would not do to a man because they're a person, don't do them to me. If you would not grope a man walking down the street, why do you think you can grope me? It's wrong either way. You get? So that's where we're starting. Bodily autonomy is giving people the free will to decide what happens to their bodies. In a nutshell. In many words, it's giving people and empowering people to be freely responsible to make the decisions about their own bodies. In many words. In simple words, you have the freedom to decide what happens to your body or what doesn't happen to your body. Bodily autonomy. Point blank period. So where these two things usually come in, they come in when it comes to things about choice. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and we were talking about DNRs. If you don't know what a DNR is, it's a do not resuscitate. It's like a form when, if say you're sick, you're in the hospital, and you're like, if I crash and I stop breathing on my own, don't resuscitate me. So it's a form you can sign, and a lawyer has to it's a process. And I was curious to know if those things exist in Kenya. And I was told apparently there's so many, like you can have one, but also at the same time, like the doctor can be charged for not resuscitating you. And I was like, what do you mean? If I sign a DNR, that means I do not want to be resuscitated. I have decided that I'm okay with my body not being resuscitated. Why then would someone force that on me by resuscitating me after I've said I don't want to be resuscitated? So that goes back to bodily autonomy. So bodily autonomy can cut across different fields, different spaces. When it comes to a matter of choice, how many children do you want to have? Do you want to have children? That's about bodily autonomy. And that cuts across board. If you're a man or a woman, bodily autonomy does come into play. So now today we're going to have a conversation about how these two things work. So it's like feminism in the fight for bodily autonomy. The reason I wanted us to have this particular conversation, I did a podcast last week and we were discussing choice. And I have done a couple of this where I talk to people. For context, I am a child-free woman and I have gotten my tubes tied. So people are always very curious as to like, hey, what does that look like in the African context, in the Kenyan context, right? So I was doing a podcast and we're having this amazing conversation. It's about choice and we're discussing all the things. And we were talking about culture and the role that culture plays when it comes to choice. One of the things that I find interesting these days, like you'll see online, watu wanasema soko imechafuka. Soko ni chafu when it comes to the dating scene, that is. It's because people are coming in with so many demands and there's so many rules. I feel like there's so many rules to dating nowadays. It's exhausting. Like the thought of the rules you'll just be like, you know what? Never mind. Wacha nikae tu na huku kwenye niko, it's just me, myself, and I, is fine. And one of the things is like the cultural aspect of the woman's place in the society. So as someone who has already declared that they do not want to have children, already I'm looked at as you are refusing to do the one thing that culturally you're expected to do or you're supposed to do. The word supposed to is usually thrown around a lot when this conversation pops up in my direction. So whenever we talk about the cultural aspect, I'm like, first of all, culture is man-made, right? It's people who decided we're going to operate with this set of rules and they decided all those things. And then at that time, when culture was being structured and built, did women have a voice? Did they have a say? Did they get to decide what aspects of their lives are used in that cultural aspect? What parts are they okay with including and what parts would they rather keep to themselves? I was talking to Bev. Bev is Bev Munga. She's a pleasure advocate. And we were having a conversation about female pleasure. And again, the point of culture comes in and we were talking about things like FGM. And how FGM was brought into, or how it's used, let's say. So FGM is used to curb the, I don't know what to use, the urges of women towards sex. So sex is not pleasurable to women. And apparently in certain cultures, it goes beyond just like them chopping off parts of you that experience pleasure during sex, that in some cultures they even sew you up, that the only thing that's left, the only thing you can do is pee. And like, I know the image you have right now, that was the same, like the face you have right now, that was also the face I made and I was like, what? And the worst part is, at that point, your bodily autonomy is taken away from you, right? And you can't say no because culturally, first of all, you're raised to be told this is the way we do things. You're not allowed to question things. And so in that moment, you're like, oh, your mother did it. Your great-grandmother did it. Your grandmother did it. Who are you to think you get to get away with not doing it? And I love that there's a lot of work that has gone into trying to stop those practices because not only are they harmful, in this modern day and age, because at that point, women were considered property when these things were being done. Women were property. Women were not looked at as human beings. And that's why there's the need for feminism, because we are constantly fighting for that. We're fighting to be seen as human beings, not property. No one owns me. And it's funny that you can say that somewhere and someone will look at you and go like, it's insane to me. So when these cultural practices were being introduced, the times in which they were being introduced, women were not considered human beings. A woman and a cow, same. Those times. So why is it that in 2024, someone would expect us to still live under those same rules, yet society in itself has already evolved so much, but we're saying, yeah, but these things, we want to keep these ones. And the things that we constantly want to keep are the things that affect women, not the things that affect men. Do we have the things that affect men? The things that affect men are allowed to evolve. Things like circumcision, they see the importance of circumcision. And Nini, what do? They start teaching doctors how to do it. It's like, let's bring it to the modern times. Let's bring it to the 21st century, Bado. Let's bring it to the 21st century, right? But when it comes to even like the FGM things, first of all, I don't think that that's something that should be happening. And I'm not saying, oh, now let's get doctors to do it. No. Because why? If my body was already built the way it is, and sex is a core part of being a human being, why don't you want me to experience the pleasures of sex? It shouldn't be just like, oh, it's just for procreation. I don't want to procreate. So for me, it has to be for fun. It has to be for pleasure. So why are you taking that away? And what does that do to the person? Like because most of the people who advocate for the end of FGM are people who've lived through it. And so they know what it means to go through that process, right? And even when we look at where it all began, it didn't begin from a point of we're empowering women, we are allowing women to... No, it started from a point of women are property. Full stop. When we talk about feminism and now the role that feminism plays in bodily autonomy, feminism tells people, guys, we're here, we're human beings, treat us as such. We're going to take a short break and then we'll be right back. We will listen to the beautiful... It's a throwback song by Kantai, who I recently discovered is deceased, and that really broke my heart because I didn't know that. But here's the throwback for today. Huni Nani G. Yes.
They call me Chris to the cantata. They call me Chris to the cantata. That's why they call me Huni Nani G. Huni kantai hajali G. Huni mtu mkali G. Tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me Huni Nani G. Huni kantai hajali G. Huni mtu mkali G. Tuliza moto kufani G. Yo, they say it's hard to compose a rhyme. I say you out of your mind or you full of lies. Then again, you could be the slow kind. I don't see how lyrics don't hypnotize. Why lie? The season has transformed. You got reason to be bored, so now you want more? I'ma serve you flavor that you can't afford. The bill about to get placed on your tempo. So don't even try to resist. Look at yourself bumping to the beat. Get up and get down with a G twist. Forget the hater cause the fool's not on the list. Dig this, we came and we took over. Got the keys to the ride and we're not sober. We made an oath that we ain't gonna ride for you. So now it's hip-hop, ride us to the border. Huni Nani G, Huni kantai hajali G. Huni mtu mkali G. Tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me Huni Nani G. Huni kantai hajali G. Huni mtu mkali G. Tuliza moto kufani G. They're taking over my head, dog, they on a hustle. I'm taking over their bread, dog, I'm on a muscle. Try to be cool, but I gotta mumble. Better yet, after that, there's a big tussle. Quit them tears, boy. Dry your eyes, see the G going, cheers, boy. Don't be mad, cause I say that you weird, boy. You kinda scared, so I see that fear, boy. Meditating on a cue
shorty. Lean body, mean thighs like the chick bought it. I said real tight like the all assorted. If she arrested my ass, then she got a warrant. I'm a legend in the living, and that's that. I grab objects of vices you can't touch. Read all comprehension is too much. Unawares is words that bring the wrath. Let's go. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Glad that you stopped by. Who are you? What's your business? Bye bye. I hate people that think that I'm on the rise. Yet and still I'm the steel that will not fly. Ask why? I got this even better. On this planet I teach you before the chatter. What I compose gets better by the day's weather. That's why they call me Chris to the cantata. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Yo, yo, yo. That's why they call me. They call me Chris through the cantata.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza, wale unisikia,
sikia,
wale unisikiza,
sikia.
wale unisikia. Isiyo kismat, mimi niko grind wakidoz. Pia naomba so pia usimain nikiflows. Ni shukrani narudisha kwa Wanjiko Kimani. Simgemjua pia nyi mgempea shukrani. Kwa pilka niko, jukuna mali mina dai kufika. Na focus kwa compass ukiona nimeficha. Sio na macho pekee unaweza ona visions. Officials pekee wananijua initials. Get rich or die poor. Niko na phobia kurudi mali nilikuwa. Nikulonely at the top ni sawa inakubalika. Jukule down inakuanga was mara tisa. Kuna wale unisikiza, kuna wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, nukitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza, wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, nukitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia. Unapanda mahindi, mimi napanda maembe. Vile get ndio tofauti yangu na wewe. Kandula ikutoshi mwenyewe mpatie itamtosha. Kudhanusha nisoma page 2 ndio makosa. Ni sawa tuko equal lakini ujue yonoma iko. Na hivyo ndio itabaki nitakuwa mpaka kifo. Mungu amenipa kakupa ndo bado anaweza kunyang'anya sare pupa. Nadai ku-attain, nashindwa ku-maintain. Hii pleasure champagne, ni pressure na pain. Kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain. Fortune si promise jume wife. Nadai ku-attain, nashindwa ku-maintain. Hii pleasure champagne, ni pressure na pain. Kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain. Fortune si promise jume wife. Kuna wale unisikiza, kuna wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza, wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia. Kwa upepo nyuma yangu na sio mate kwa uso. Love no vaccine na ugonjwa ni very crucial. Seda wacha muendelee, si wote tuko na choices. Sikiza the main take kwa roho, chorea the voices. Kijua kile najua utawacha kufananisha mwezi na jua. Kuna vile utakuwa usipokuwa. Wisdom na favor ndo kitumia uomba. Sayadua.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
That was Femi One with Skia. So come on anisikia, acha nikusomee kitu fulani hapa. The narrative that feminists inappropriately insert their politics into everything while men mind their business is a lie. Men insert their politics and male agendas into jokes, television, literature, children's books, and movies, toys, religion, social norms, stereotypes, cultures, traditions, classrooms, the economy, and the entire system of human living. The only difference is that the male has declared himself the voice of objectivity. To challenge man is to challenge all that is life. When I read that, I was like, ish, preach. Because the reason people don't look at, when we're talking about like the culture thing, women were seen as less than, it's because the norm was being a man. Like being a human, being a guy is considered to be a human. And even like when you think about, to keep our stories, the origin of mankind, even in our cultural context from the different tribes, it always starts with the man, and then the woman comes in as quote unquote a helper. So when you think about Christianity, that's how that is phrased. When you think about the tulikuwa tunaambiwa Oloibon, sijui Gikuyu and Mombi, all this, it stems down from the man. And then we use that. It was interesting for me to learn that actually in the Gikuyu culture, which is the culture that I'm from, we were purely matriarchal until the introduction of colonialism. Yes, the Gikuyu culture was very matriarchal. And even, I remember there's even tribes I've had in Africa where the women would, like they're the owners of a community, of a, say, let's say we have a kijiji. They're the owners of the kijiji. And then they would pick the men that they think are strong enough to recreate with, to be able to have children so that they can have stronger, healthier children. And then it was like, you come, it's like me when I'm ready, you come, you do your business, you leave. This is my house. So we have a lot of groups, ethnic groups that had that kind of culture where it was very, like we never looked at women as property until it got to a point where we were told, I don't understand why you people think you're equals. You're better than them. And then that was preached down to us. And the problem with also like the way education was brought to us is that it was brought with violence. So you can only try to push for what you believe in for so long when you're being killed for it. So sometimes I think we need to investigate why some of these retrogressive rules found their way to us, how they ended up here. Were they ours or were they taught to us? I know for me, for sure, patriarchy was taught to us. Patriarchy is, even when you look at the structure of patriarchy and the structure of Africanness, they're not similar in any way. Patriarchy was taught to us. And it was taught to us through violence. Let's be honest. And anything that is taught through violence, at one point you'll just have to comply or it's over for you. So when you have to choose living versus compliance, you are just going to say, okay, I'll just comply. And then you might even, at first you might comply with like, okay, we'll just say yes. Alafu akitulia, we'll do our thing. And then hawataitulia. And then now that becomes the norm. And then that norm is perpetuated even further because now the generations that are coming, now that's what they're taught from the very, very, very young ages. When we're talking about things like bodily autonomy, it starts from when you're a very young child. And for instance, people force you to hug them. Your bodily autonomy is taken away from you when there's like that. I'll always go back to the random uncles because we all know them. They're in every family. And then that random uncle is asking you for a hug and you say no, and then you're forced to give them a hug. The random uncle is asking for you to sit on their lap. You say no, and then you're told, I know kind of uncle, wewe. And I'm cheze na nani. Our bodily autonomy is chipped away very, very slowly. It starts from those small, small things where even sleeping, when you're trying to sleep and you're not allowed to, it's like in class, people want to sleep, and you're like, hey, this is a good time to play. You're told, no, we're all sleeping now. You can't make choices about what happens to you. And then as we become older, they keep introducing new things that keep chipping away and chipping away and chipping away. And then you get to a point where you're a 23-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 29-year-old, a 30-year-old, and you're saying, I don't want to have children. And everyone goes, how dare you? Do you know what that means for the rest of us? It's like, but it's not about the rest of you. It's about me and what I want. It is drilled into you until you're 35 and say, I don't want to get married. And someone goes like, yeah. What do you mean you don't want to get married? Oh, sijui what will nini our family? And then it just becomes this thing where constantly, and I think this is drilled into us, especially as women from a very young age, that we put society first, that we put community first, and our needs come last. And it starts when in the household, when everyone is watching TV, you're cleaning dishes. When people are doing what you're constantly working to better everyone else, but other people are given the grace and the time to choose the things that they want to do. So moving forward, I think, how do we start allowing people to choose the things that they want for themselves? I was having a conversation a month ago. I think it was a month ago. There's a friend we lost, and they wanted to be cremated. And like the sister literally had to fight for that because that's an African, that's da-da-da-da. And it's like, I remember telling my friend, by the way, even for me, that's what I want. When I die, I don't want to be buried somewhere. I want to be cremated. And I even know what I want my ashes to be used for. It's something I've really thought about. And now I was breaking it down, and I was like, I would want some of it to go. Like, I want every element to get a taste of my nini, my ashes. And then I would want the bulk of my ashes to be planted with a tree. Yes. And I want it to be a tree that gives fruits, not just a random tree. Yeah, I know other trees give shade, fine. I want a fruit tree, okay? I haven't decided on the fruits. But I want it to be a tree that gives fruits. And like, it's something I've really thought about. And I remember now we sat down with other friends, and then my friend was like asking other people, it's like, have you thought about it? Because this one, hey, wewe amefikiria yake sana. You, what do you want? And then yeye akasema, I don't care. I'll be dead. So one person said that. And then me, I said, no, I want to have control over what happens to my body until the very end of it. Until this body does not exist anymore. I want to be in charge of everything that happens to it. And that's the reason why for me, I'm like, yes, I want to be cremated. And this is how those ashes are going to be distributed. Mkicheza na mimi mtanieka kwa necklace na mnivae. Mkiende. I'll be like a kacham necklace on someone's nini. But yes, I understand that I am not this body. There's more to me than that. But I still want to be the one who decided on the things that happen to this body. When I was getting my tubes tied, the first time I expressed interest in getting my tubes tied, that was the first time as an adult, I was like, wow, are you telling me that I'm not allowed to make decisions about what happens to my body? Because I was grilled. I was given the 9th degree. I was asked so many questions. But the funniest part was that all these questions were about other people, and they were not about me. At no point, it was a healthcare giver. At no point did they ask me, what was your thought process? Why have you decided on this? I was being asked, what if you meet a man and he wants to have children? I'm like, I'll leave him to go have children that he wants. Like, I don't understand. What does that have to do with me? And then I was being asked, what about your parents? What if they want grandkids? They can go have them. Me, by there, I'm team. If you want children, go have them. And so if someone comes and asks me, what if your mom wants, she's free to have many children if she wants. I am not going to have kids for her. And also, you shouldn't be having kids for people. Kids are also human beings. And I think also we treat kids very badly. We don't look at kids as complete human beings. We look at them as extensions. And I think that's the reason why even when people are growing up and they see how they're treated, and then they get to a point and they say, I don't want to have children. There's people who don't want to have kids because of how they were raised. They're just like, I don't think I was raised well enough to be responsible for another human being. And people don't look at kids and think, that's a human being. They think, that's a mini-me. Even the language we use, mini-me. And we sat and we thought we can make a mini-me. You can't make a mini-you. That's a whole different person. The most you can do is guide them, lead them, give them what they need to exist in this world, because you've already gone through it and you know the things that come with existing in this society. So when I was being grilled about not wanting to have kids, it was fascinating, because then they're like, oh, are you in a relationship? And then you say yes or no. What about this? And at no point, it's like you're removed from the conversation completely. This is something that's going to happen to your body, but you're being removed from the conversation completely. And even when it comes to having children, I'm like, people need to have a proper conversation on what that actually means, because a woman is giving up her body. So there's certain conversations where I feel like certain people just need to shut up and listen to what the women are saying, because these are things that happen to their bodies. I was very shocked that at 3, when I was 28, is when I was learning about the intricacies of pregnancies and what pregnancies actually do to the human body. And I was just like, what do you mean people lose teeth? What do you mean organs are moving? Where are they going? They're rearranging themselves to do what? Like, no one teaches us these things, and I think it's very intentional. I think it's intentional because if people knew the full extent of the innings and the outings, a lot of people would opt out if they knew opting out was also an option. That is why even when we talk about things like having kids and not having kids, it's a choice thing. And then people go like, no, our grandmothers used to have 10 children and they were fine. It's like, they didn't have a choice. I do. And I'm choosing to exercise my choice. It's not a matter of they wanted to have the kids. It's that they didn't even know they had the choice. And even now, in 2024, when I say having kids is a choice, there's people who go like, it is? Because the conditioning, like you said, the agendas have been, from when you were a child, it was being pumped into you. Unapika ugali, someone asks you, hivyo ndo utakuwa unapikia bwana yako? Hivyo ndo utakuwa unapikia watoto? Au hujui kupika? Watoto wako watakuwa wanakula nini? No one asks boys about those things. I've never seen a boy endeshaing a mufara, if you know a mufara, and then anaulizwa, hivyo ndo utakuwa una drive watoto wako? I have never. It's bumpy. It's all over the place. The mngari. I've never seen or had a boy being asked, hivyo ndo utakuwa unaendesha watoto wako? Hivyo ndo utakuwa unaendesha bibi yako? But for girls, you're 7, you're 10, and constantly you're being told these things, you should do them right, because in the future you'll be expected to do them for your kids, you'll be expected to do them for your husband. So now when you grow up and you say, I don't want the kids and I don't want the husband, society suddenly goes like insane. They're like, what do you mean? We thought we raised you to want these things. And they forget, you might have told us about the things, but we also have eyes. Like I said, we're human beings. We are independent entities. We see things. We hear things. You see the way your dad treats your mom. You see the way your grandfather treats your grandmother. And you go like, if those are the options, I'd rather not. So where do we go from here? How do we make sure that maybe the generations that are coming, because I feel like we've already started the conversation. We have started the journey towards, healing. Healing away from the patriarchy, embracing the things that work for us, embracing feminism, as much as I still think there's a fight to be fought, a long fight to still be fought, because there's still people who are still very much ingrained into the culture and the expectations of what that means. Where do we go from here? We'll talk about that when we come back in a few.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Fine boy with a dark skin, bad man, you a strong thing. The way you hold your gaze from across the room. Your papa must be king, oh, and your mama must be queen, eh? Cause you're royalty, and you made me crazy. Triple like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. East African girl, Nigerian man. You driving me crazy. Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. East African girl, Nigerian man. You make me be your. I wanna be your. Oh baby, baby, I wanna be your.
Fine girl from East Africa, original from the motherland. When you look at me, I see your destiny. You've been born from the sea, oh, and your skin is a Sunday. With your beauty, yeah, you drive me crazy. Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. Nigerian man, East African girl. Would you be mine? Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. Nigerian man, East African girl. Could you be my gilly, gilly, gilly? Could you be my gilly, gilly, gilly? Could you be my gilly, 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 gilly? Could you be my gilly, gilly, gilly? Could you be my
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
My name is Muthoni Gitau. This is She Talks. You are listening to Power Radio, and today we were having a conversation about feminism and the fight for bodily autonomy. We've talked about a lot of things, and I wanted to just, as we are wrapping up this conversation, because there's so much to be said here, and we'll keep talking about these things because they're very important. Bodily autonomy is very, very important. Feminism is very important in the fight for bodily autonomy and in the fight for humanity, because you can't fight without us. Let's just be honest. The fight can't be won without women. And if women just decide to check out, we're already seeing that happening in Korea with the 4B movement. So we're already seeing the consequences of, the patriarchying a little too close to the sun. Okay? Let's just, let's tone these things down. Let's come back here. There are 3 elements to autonomy. So in case you're wondering, where to start? The 3 elements are independence, rationality, and agency. Agency means like you have your own personal agency. Of course, independence inamaanisha you can make the choices yourself. And rationality is like, yes, as much as we consider other people, we are making rational decisions. And for me, the one rule I live by is I come first. When people, I was telling someone, it's always hilarious when people say, you're so full of yourself. And it's like, who am I supposed to be full of? Someone else. That doesn't even make sense. And people use that as an insult, but you should take that as a compliment. That means uko na self-awareness yenye watu wengine hawana. For me, that's how I interpret that. So when someone goes like, you're full of yourself, I'm like, yes, actually I am. Thank you very much. And I love it. So start practicing with yourself. You can start building boundaries. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it doesn't feel good for you, doesn't feel good to you, you have to start asking yourself what works for you. and how does that affect you? And then see if is that something you're willing to do? Is that a risk you're willing to take? And then now make your decisions from that point of knowing everything that's coming with that decision. That's point number 1. Point number 2, you also have to allow people to exercise their own bodily autonomy. If you ask someone for a hug and they say no, don't force them. Do not force a hug on someone. It's like, hug ni kitu ya kunyima mtu. Si ameshasema hataki kukuhug. Ako na reasons zake, ejalishi mbona. If someone says they don't want to hug you, don't force them. If someone doesn't, extend people the same grace you would want extended to you, extend it to others. That would be a good starting point. I'm going to end that there. Okay? That's where I'll end it. The show is not over yet, but that's where we'll close our conversation. Extend people grace the same way you'd want it to be extended to you. And also I'd say, jipende. Loving yourself is very important. I think it would be hard for you to give love when you can't give it to yourself. Yes. I feel like that's such a really good career. Let's listen to Lovers Only. This one is dedicated. A love for yourself.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
I wish that someone told me caution is a virtue, people can hurt you badly. I wish that someone told me patience is a virtue, good things all happen slowly. Wish that someone told me protect your heart, you're smart if you keep it healthy. Heart disease will eat at your trust and keep you from loving with ease. Hey, 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 we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, 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 we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. I wish that someone told me don't waste your time talking so negatively. Wish that someone told me save a little hope, it's over before you know it. I wish that someone told me real love is real, I found her all of a sudden. She's beautiful, a lover, not a fighter, I'll never let her go. Yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. It's for lovers only. It's for lovers only. Hawataweza kukupenda. Hawataweza.
So fresh is on the beat.
Mbona do you have to be this way? Unajitoa from all the promises we made. You wanna blow up all the loving that we gave. Listening to he said and the she said. Uongo za mjini zimenoka. Niamini na kupenda ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema, usiku watalala. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashinda. baby achana now. No. Usiwasikize hao. No.
The city's full of haters, full of players. Wakutupiga sana, oh they wanna break us. Usiwasikize hao. Oh baby achana now. Cause when we say ni forever, ni vow tunaweka. Mimi na wewe tu. Let us go down in history. Niamini na kupenda ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema, usiku watalala. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Na wakisema ni mapema kupenda tunavyopendana. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema. Baby achana na. Usiwasikize hao. Baby achana na. Usiwasikize hao.
Baby achana now. City boy wanna break your heart. City girl they just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy wanna break your heart. City girl they just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy wanna break your heart. City girl just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy wanna break your heart. City girl just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Wanavokali with Hawataweza. And before that, you were listening to Tetu Shani with Lovers Only. That was our show today. My name is Muthoni Gitau. Thank you for spending your time with us here. I enjoyed your company, and I hope we learned something today. I hope you're going to extend people grace. You're going to practice your own bodily agency and autonomy out here. And you're going to call people out when they do things that are not exactly aligning with the fact that we've said, like, we're just extending grace to everyone, just allowing people to exist in their beings as who they are. I will see you back here on Friday at 11 a.m. In the morning. You can meet up with Ochuka for the Power Breakfast Drive, Friday, 8 a.m. And yeah, I'm excited to see how our Friday show is going to be. You know, you'll come here, I marinate you before the sherehe begins. So you better come through. Thank you so much. Follow us on socials as usual, Power Radio. And I'm out. I will see you on Friday.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Late in the night, you said you text me by night. All this is mad. It's like I'm reading your mind, but you got me twisted. Thinking about you, I'm wasted. I want all of you when it's selfish. It's like I'm running impatient. Baby, open the door. I'm running crazy. Oh, you're racing in my thoughts. It's getting shady. Oh, fire on fire. kudedi siwezi control. Baby, open the door, I'm running crazy, you're racing in my thoughts, it's getting shady, fire on fire, but you give me power, and when you're next to me, all I wanna do is sing,
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power